social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm your Riz.
And you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct. You know where we can find that?
Yes.
In the Wrestling Ham.
That's right.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
Hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm your Riz.
And you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct. You know where we can find that?
Yes.
In the Wrestling Ham.
That's right.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
Hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm your Riz.
And you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct. You know where we can find that?
Yes.
In the Wrestling Ham.
That's right.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com. This show is brought to you by Slice on Broadway, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza. Production services by Sidekick Media Services. And listeners like you, supporting us at patreon.com/AwesomeCast. time to get geeky, get awesome. It is the AwesomeCast. I'm Mike Sorg at Sorgatron in the Sorgatron Media Studios in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm back, bitches! Oh, wait, wrong show. Anyways, no, since I've seen you last, I produced professional wrestling in somebody's backyard on Halloween. I went to four Disney parks. I hung out in the Keys, held an alligator, which may be only the third lizard I've ever touched in my life, and produced a live stream on the NWA YouTube account. I've had a busy few weeks, so I hope you guys enjoyed I don't know if enjoy was the right word for the supplemental content like I put out here a couple Fridays ago. Hope that was helpful, so you didn't miss us, and hopefully give some tips to help you with some social media and societal mindfulness here. But also with me to help keep my mind right is our friend from the iPhoneography podcast. It is Dave Podner.
And Sorg, if you're counting on me to keep your mind right, you got some. I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Oh no! Let's get the. I had a picture of yourself, so we took care of that here real quick while I was talking to you. So, but no, David, I also got a mouse like right up your nose. Okay, let's move that out of the way.
I was wondering if that was on my screen or.
The problem is I have two mice over here. It's just too many screens. Anyways, hi guys. We're gonna get warmed up here, talk some geeky things. Tech and geeky and whatnot throughout the thing. I got some tips for you because we are still in the whirlwind of social media craziness, and I got some tips for you guys to help navigate that beyond even what we talked about a couple of weeks ago, and even one Dave I'm putting in there right now. But anyway, so. But yeah, it has been kind of a crazy couple of weeks. Like I said, a lot of stuff has been happening on our end. But in the meantime, let me start with my awesome thing of the week. Wait a minute.
Awesome thing of the week.
I remembered it. I saw Kid Metal the other night. That's why it's on the top of my head. He was tearing down a stage when I went to go see a movie on Sunday. So, but it was they had a Christmas thing in the waterfront apparently, and we're like, avoid the crowds this way. And he's like, did you see the stuff? And I was like, we heard the choir. We're avoiding the children. But by the time we left Red 1, he was out there tearing it down and stuff, and I was like, I recognize that silhouette. So can't miss the hair, right? So anyways, no, good to see him out in the wild, and then you got to catch up with what he's been doing. But anyways, my awesome thing, this was kind of again, it's a couple weeks ago, so I'm kind of collecting it back together. I think I told this story on Patreon, Dave. Did I tell you about my mother and her interesting connection to Disney World?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, at least I don't remember if you told us, but I do remember you posted information about it on social media.
Right. So and obviously I need to take her to Disney to also do this, but it was the first opportunity that was already lined up, so I had to do it. So my mother, I have literally visited 6 parks in this past calendar year. So I'm a Disney adult and catching up for lost time, apparently. I took Missy to do a 4-day at the park. I've been to Magic Kingdom, at least in Orlando, and I wanted to hey, let's go do the experience. We did 4 days and all that kind of stuff. Well, day 2, won't get a lot into it, but that's for another time probably. I don't want this to become my Sorg's travel blog. But my mother is an AutoCAD drafter, right? She's responsible for plans that build buildings and things